All right, Daisy. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this part of the conversation in three parts. We're going to first talk about your decision about the list. How did you go about thinking about making the list? What characteristics were you looking for in the people? What was your internal process of doing it? And a little bit also about how you govern. It's a new party, so what governing style do you have for the party? So how do you run it? How do you make decisions and your list? Then we're going to talk briefly about your sort of the core principles of M21. When something comes up and you are like, yes, we should support it, no, we should. What goes through your mind and the minds of your party leadership on those decisions? And then we're going to talk about specific things like population, like economy, like the changes that have been happening. Where do you see the island? So that's how we're going to break it down into three parts. So the first one is your list. So tell us a little bit and tell the members of the Bonaire Future Forum, how did you go about thinking about your list? How did you go about selecting people? What was your process?
Okay, first of all, I didn't have anything in mind when I started about M21 as a party.
By the way, M21, what was the M21 name?
M21 stands for Movimento 2021. And Movimento is
actually
movement of the people.
Yeah.
In 2021, because that's the year that we started it, and it
Okay.
started as a movement.
Yeah.
When we launched it, it was a movement because I wanted to know, to kind of feel in the public also, in the people, if there was a necessity for a new party or not.
Yeah.
If we wouldn't have felt that, then we would have stick to just a movement, trying to put the issues on the table for the
without getting the politics,
without getting
just a movement.
Exactly.
But then you sensed that there was a real demand.
Exactly. When we felt that people were open and talking openly about we need a new party, we need an alternative to what we have been seeing and what we know already from the traditional parties. We need a new group with new people. And actually, that's when I started to think, okay, they're talking about new people in politics of Bonaire. First of all, what went through my mind was like, if we are going to participate in the elections with a party, making Movimento 21 a party, it should be a reflection of our own people. We should have participation of everybody in our people out there on Bonaire,
in the
community, so the people can recognize themselves in the group. And the second thing that went through my mind was, and it's not about me, it's not about Daisy Coffee, it's about a team. It cannot be that people will be seeing only me over there. They have to see us as a team. So that's actually where I started to kind of think, how do we get all these people that I want representing all areas in the community for the list. And that's when we decided, okay, we're going to be different than everybody else. I'm not going to look for people. I'm placing an ad in the newspapers and on social media where we solicited everybody who wanted to be part of.
So a very open system, exactly. A very open thing.
Yeah. It was an ad we placed it last year in May, where we literally put there, we didn't look for candidates, but we looked for everybody who wanted to be part of something new and who wanted to give their aporte, their
perspective,
their part to getting to a better Bonaire by being part of this new organization M21. And that's
how was the reaction?
Very, very good.
Really?
We got a lot of people, and people themselves. I was so proud to see, that people, they understood the message in the ad. They were sending in their reactions and telling us immediately also, I could be helping in commissions for events. I could be helping even if it's by cleaning up the place when done with the events. I can be a candidate. I want to be a candidate.
So I
want to be an
advisor. They made you proud of the fact that
exactly,
people,
because I was like,
they care.
hey, they care and they know what they can do
for you,
for us, for Bonaire.
Bonaire.
What they can represent in the organization, because otherwise we will have to, kind of have a conversation like, what are you what do you want to do? What can you do? What have you been doing? What are you, what do you think you're capable of doing? But in this case, they themselves were telling us where did they see themselves in the organization, and that's where we started. That's the board of M21 and me myself. We started to hold conversations with everybody. By doing that, we split it. We made the organization into the commissions, the diverse commissions, to commission of membership, events, whatever. We have a couple of commissions: finance, fundraising, and we kept then also the group who said, I want to be a candidate. I could be a candidate. I want to try to be a candidate. I think I can be a candidate. This was
you brought some new people into the political.
Everybody is new, with the exception of number 2, who participated in the last elections on another list.
Who's your number 2?
That's Bernard Landweer. Bernard was on another list in 2019. But he came towards us and told me, I believe in something new, and I want to be your right hand by helping you with this. And his background is from the syndicate part, so I was like, okay, we got a good leader here also as number 2 to help build up.
You mentioned your board, the board of the party. How did you
the board? The board, when we started in October the 1st, 2020, it was just us who went to the notary. Ourselves became the board.
Ourselves meaning who? Who is ourselves?
That's me, Evo, who is my fraction medewerker. Let me think. Jacqueline Franco, who is from Venezuela. We had Carlos Lopez Natera, who is also from Venezuela, and Maya Francois from Rinco. That was the board.
That was the one that went to the notary to set it up.
And last year, when we really announced that we are going to the elections with M21, we hold our first Congress, and there is where we elected a new board. So now I'm not part of the board anymore, because I was on that same day. They voted for me to be the party leader, so I cannot be both things. I cannot be board member and party leader, so I'm the party leader now. And Evo Cecilia remained in the board. So the knowledge from the beginning going forward is there in the board. He is the president. And we have Dientje Helmeijer, is completely new, who came in as the secretary. And Jacqueline stayed to represent the Latino group. She stayed as the treasurer. And then we have 2 members, Waldi Deira from Suriname and Maya Frans from Rinco.
That's your board.
That's the board now of M21. And actually they, together with me, we go through all the issues, all whatever we have to attend.
How often does every day the board?
Every week.
Every week you have
we
a formal meeting.
A personal meeting, but we are
all the time
on the WhatsApp continuously, yes. And next to that, we have on a weekly basis also meetings with the candidates, all of them together, where we go through all the general things, and then with them one-on-one we have encounters also if
something comes out with and you created commissions for different areas.
We have commissions, because otherwise
it's too much.
It's too much for only the board of only one person. So you should see it as the board is on the top, and then there are a couple of pillars. In between the board and those pillars, that's my square my square meters with my advisors who I have around me, and then I'm actually the voice from the board going to all the commissions and up the way.
So how do you feel about your? Do you feel that the vision you have for your list Did it live up to it? Are you feeling
Yes.
confident about your list?
Yes, because that was the first thing when we had conversations with everybody,
Yeah.
one-on-one. First thing I explained to everybody, you know that we have a manifest since we started with the movement. I gave them before they came to the conversation.
Yeah.
This is the manifest of
Do you believe in
M21.
it?
You have to go through this, read it, understand it,
Yeah.
and you have to believe in it
Yeah.
and be able to work or
Along these
function
Around this
along
manifesto.
this. Yes. If you feel you're okay with it,
Then
we
we can talk about
yes.
stuff.
If you feel you don't,
Then we're not.
then just call me, tell me, won't be a problem. Same friends if we were friends, and
Yeah.
if we were not, we will be friends
Yeah.
then also, but then you cannot be part of it.
Yeah.
Because you have to live up to this manifest. This
Yeah.
manifest is literally like our Bible.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have a totally new ideology,
Yeah.
that's the social liberal part,
Yeah.
this is a new thing for Bonaire.
Yeah.
We are taking the best of the social part,
Yeah.
meeting in the middle, the best of the right,
Yeah.
right side on,
Yeah.
on the line,
Yeah.
and then going up, progressive,
Yeah.
upwards.
So then.
Conventional.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want it to stay in the traditional things.
Yeah.
We want to go up, but keeping everybody
With you.
with us.